Good morning, dear students. In this video lecture, we will be studying linear equations and changing the subject of a formula. Now, this chapter is based on algebra. So, here, what is linear equation? The word linear means, like in your lower class, you must have studied polynomial. And in polynomial, what is a polynomial? It is actually the expression, algebraic expression of the terms such as x plus a or x plus 2 z y plus 2 plus 5 y z x y. All these are called polynomials, right? Here x is variable, a is a constant, x is variable, 2 is a constant, z y is a variable, x y is a variable, 2 is a variable. So all these are called polynomials. Now, by looking at this, what you can say about polynomials, that it is an algebraic expression in which a variable, constants, both are operated with the help of plus or minus sign. Plus or minus sign. So an algebraic expression having a variable, a constant, and are operated by plus and minus is called a polynomial. If I have, and again see here, multiplication is also there. So one more thing we can say about this exact definition will be like a polynomial is an expression in which we have a variable x, we have a variable and a constant which is separated and operated by the mathematical operations such as plus, minus, division and multiplication. So here the word linear is coming. Now when this polynomial, these all are polynomials, right? When these all polynomials are equated with a certain value, let's say I am writing here 2x only. If I write x plus 2a is equal to 5, x plus a is equal to 5. So this equal to symbol has come here. So because of this, this was called as polynomial. This is called as polynomial equation because of this equal to symbol. Now if we simplify this, it will become x minus 2x plus a is equal to 0. So minus x plus a is equal to 0 or a is equal to x. So we are able to solve it. Here we don't have any solution. Here in this case we don't have any solution because it is not compared with any value. Be it be a constant value, be it be a variable value, be it be any value or a numerical value. Here it will be like x plus a is equal to 5. Here again if I say a is a constant, here it will be having definitely some numerical value. Constant means having numerical value. For an example, pi is equal to 3.14, right? Now another values, e is equal to 2.216. Is this we are not supposed to study here. It is an exponential. In logarithm chapter we will be studying this. This is called as natural log. Now it is used in, so don't worry about this e. If you just pay attention here, constant. So if a is a constant, then x will be equal to 5 plus a. If I say a is equal to 5 for an example, then x will be equal to 10. Again we got the solutions. So what I mean to say, or what I am trying to say here is that a linear equation, first of all, what is a polynomial? It is an expression, it is an algebraic expression of constants and variables which is operated with the help of mathematical symbols, mathematical operations, plus, minus, division and multiplications. And when a polynomial is compared with another variable or a constant, then it becomes an equation. Now equation, you understood this part. Now what is the meaning of linear? When we have highest degree of the variable which is equal to 1, then we say this equation is said to be linear equation. So here the variable power, variable exponent is equal to 1. We don't want to know about the constant power. Constant, whatever constant power may be, it is not going to harm us. It is not going to change the type of equation. Here it is linear. Here also we are having linear. Power is 1. Here power 1. Then these all are called as linear equation. Linear equation in one variable. Only these two. Okay. Now this is called as linear equation in two variables. This is called linear equation in two variables. Here 1 1 and 1 1, same numbers are there, but it is not called as the linear equation or quadratic. It is not called. So we will not study about this here right now. We will be studying only about, that was polynomial part. So linear equation means having one power and separated by certain values whose degree means highest degree will be equal to 1. There in that case degree was equal to 2. 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 1 2, because of z y x y, so x power raised 1 y raised power 1, their addition will be equal to 2. So highest power of the polynomial or of the given equation should be equal to 1, and we know that comparison of power is done with division. What do you call? We decide the power of the variables. So I hope it is clear that a linear equation means an equation in which a variable is having highest power 1 and the other remaining terms are constant. Now we will see changing the subject of a formula in the upcoming lectures. Here we will be studying this. I hope all of you must be clear how to solve this polynomial. Now I will be dealing some of the laws based on linear equations. Now laws on linear equation. These laws are very helpful in calculating the numerical problems. The very first law says that if I have a number, say for example x plus b is equal to c. Let's see, this is an equation, it is a linear equation. X is a variable, b and c are constants or any other variables. Now you see both are having one equation. Now the first law says that if I add any constant or any value of same quantity on both the side, the equality is not going to change. That means if I write x plus b plus z, then this side also I will write z, then this equality, the value is not going to change. The solution will remain same here. If I add a constant or any value on both the side, same value on both the side, or subtract both the values on same side, same quantity, same quality, then the equation is not going to change. The equation is not going to change. This is first law. Second law says that law of transposition. Law of transposition. That means if I have say x plus 5 is equal to 0, then from here I can say I can transfer this 5 to the other side after changing the sign of that number. Here it was plus 5, that side if it went it became x minus 5. So this is called law of transposition. That means transferring the values. If this side it was like x plus 5 is equal to b, then what could I have done? I can also write x b, I can bring this side x minus b is equal to minus 5, or I can send that side b is equal to minus b, 0 is equal to b minus x minus 5. This can be also done. I can transfer all the values towards this side, or I can bring this one value towards this side, like in this case b I have brought this side, 5 I have transferred this side, or I can bring b also this side. So x plus 5 minus b is equal to 0. So these all are called laws of transposition. This all we are doing with the help of laws of transposition. Now third is multiplication or division. Multiplication with a non-zero number is not going to change the value. Say for example, if I have a is equal to b or x is equal to y, if I multiply both the sides the same quantity, be it be negative or positive, the equality is not going to change. That means if I multiply with minus 2 into a is equal to minus 2 into b, this is also true. That means I can multiply both the sides with a non-negative number, non-zero number. Okay. Now if I write 2a is equal to 2b also we can multiply. So this is law of multiplication. Then we have crosswise law. Law of crosswise rule, like if I have a by b is equal to c by d, then I can write a into d is equal to b into c. If I have x by y is equal to y upon z, then I can say y square is equal to xz. So this is law of crosswise multiplication, law of crosswise multiplication. Third, then this is the third part only, extension of third. Then fourth we have cancellation law, cancellation law. This is law 4. Now this says that if I have a number AC is equal to BC and C is not equal to 0, then what we can do, we can cancel both the sides C because they are of same quantity, so B will get A is equal to B. This is the four laws that we have seen here, and these 4 laws, if you remember, if you use, you will be able to solve all the numerical problems at least of this exercise very easily. The only thing that you have to be very particular, you have to be very cautious while transferring by using transposition and looking the sign. If it is plus, it will become minus that side. If it was minus, it will become plus that side. This thing. Then multiplication, division, cancellation law, all these laws are simple. Only I find that most of the students, they find problem in transposing the numbers, transposing the variables. Generally they will forget. It is not that they don't know, they know, but because of their silly mistakes, they just misunderstands. What they will do, instead of writing -5, they will write x is equal to +5 only. They forget about changing the sign. So this is the problem that I have seen in most of the students. So I am mostly emphasizing on transposition. This transposition you have to see it properly, and then obviously I will be discussing some numerical problems which will clear your doubts if you have any. Now exercise 3a, question number 1, I have written here, like question number 1 subpart C. They are saying 3 bracket 2x minus 1 plus 2 into 3x minus 1 plus 5 into x plus 1 is equal to 51. I think it is correct. 2 minus x, 3 minus 1, 5x plus 1 is equal to 51. Now what we have to do, I know most of you may be able to most of you know how to solve this type of problems, but still I have to simplify for those who don't know to simplify. Now this 3 will be multiplied with 2x, so it will become 6x. 3 into 1, that is minus 3 because of this minus sign. Then again 2 into 3x and 2 into 1. So plus of 3 2s are 6x, plus into minus of 2, plus same case 5x, and then 5 into 1. So it will be 5x plus 5 is equal to 51. Now in this type of sums, what I will suggest you, first you try to collect all the variables having coefficients or whatever number, x values or y values or z values or any variable. You collect towards left hand side and transfer all the constant towards right hand side and then simplify. So here we are having 6x plus 6x, 12 plus 5, 17x, and 17x is equal to 51. Transfer minus 3 minus 2 minus 5, minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 0. Minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 3, minus 3 minus 2 5, 5 plus 5 0. So this all will be cancelled. Now it is 17x is equal to 51. So x will be equal to 51 upon 17. That means 3. So your x value is 3. Now question number 2 subpart A. 2 subpart A we have to solve. A multiplied with x minus 2a plus b multiplied with x minus 2b is equal to 4. Now we have to find the value of x. How to find? Unless we open this, we cannot take common, because here we are having x minus 2b, here we are having x minus 2a. So no common parts can be taken out. So first what we have to do? We have to multiply and then open it. So it will be ax minus 2a square plus bx minus of 2b square is equal to 4b. Now what I told you, collect all the x term together and all the constant towards the other side. So here we are having ax plus of bx is equal to 4b plus of 2a square plus of 2b square. Now if you see, these all numbers are multiplied with 2, common factor is 2. So I can take out 2 common. So I will be having like a square plus b square plus 2b. After arranging this, if you see 2 will be taken out, 2 here and 2 from here. So a square plus b square plus 2ab. And here I can take out x common. So I will be having a plus b. Now you see x is equal to x into a plus b is equal to 2, and this is in the form of a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square. So x will be equal to 2 into a plus b whole square whole divided by a plus b. So a plus b cancelled out, square cancelled out. So x is equal to 2 times of a plus b. I hope it is clear. X is equal to 2a plus b. Here what we have done? We have done the transposition plus cross multiplications. We have done the cross multiplication here, numerator 1, numerator 1. This side I have sent this side, and then I have done the calculation. Now question number 5 I will be solving here. Question number 5, my dear students. Solve x minus 6 upon 6 plus x minus 3 upon 3 is equal to x minus 4 upon 4 plus x minus 5 upon 5. We have to calculate, find the value of x. Both the sides we are having variables and constants. Both the sides we are having in fraction form. So what we can do? We can simply take the LCM, solve both the sides, and then afterwards we will do the cross multiplications. So LCM of 6 and 3 will be 6. So here x minus 6 plus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 25 into x minus 4 . Okay. Now you see x plus 2x, 3x minus of 12 by 6 is equal to 5x plus 4x, 9x minus of 60 by 20. Now what we have to do? We can do cross multiplication, or before this we can take out 3 common from here. We can take out 3 common from there, or no need of from 3 there. So 3 common, so x minus 4 by 6. So 3 2s are 6 is equal to 9x minus 60 by 20. Now what we can do? We can do cross multiplication. So to make it easy. So 20 into x minus 4 is equal to 2 into 9x minus 60. So it is 20x minus 80. I told you bring x towards one side. X is equal to minus of 20. I hope it is clear. Now we will be seeing question number 7A. Now question number 7A says that, question 7A says that 5 upon x minus 2 plus 1 by x minus 1 is equal to 6 upon x. This is what given, and x does not belong to 0, 1 and 2. Why they are saying x does not belong to 0, 1 and 2? This is very important. If in exam they don't give, then that question is not proper. It is correct, but it will not be good to write only this much. One has to write this much. Why? Because when we will have x is equal to 0, so 6 upon 0 will be undefined, and we all know that undefined means meaningless. When we put x is equal to 1 here, 1 upon x, 1 upon 0, again it is undefined. So something added to infinity will always be infinity. Suppose I have 1 crore rupee, and if I say I am going to add tomorrow 1 rupee in that, will that have any effect on that? Will it sound good that 1 crore or 1 rupee? It is 1 crore nearby. Why to say 1 rupee? In the same way here, in infinity you are adding something. That means it is meaningless. Now, like we have a vast ocean. In that, if I say 1 drop of ink I am going to pour in that, will that sound good? What is going to happen there? No changes will be there. It is 1 drop in 1 big ocean. So same is the case. Infinity plus something added to it is meaningless. Now, so this is the meaning that why the question contains this value, so that the question should be more and more clear. Now, all of you know how to take LCM, or if those who don't know, I'm just giving an example. Let's see, if I have to add or subtract 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, what we do? We take the LCM. LCM is 12. Then we write 3 4s are 12, 4 into 1 plus 3 into 1 is equal to 4 plus 3 by 12. In our lower class, in our class 4, 5, we all were taught like this to take the LCM. And then in class 6 and 7, they have done some advanced studies. So here, if you observe this 12, what is this 12 actually? 3 into 4 by 4 multiplied with 1 plus 3 multiplied with 1. Understood? So this is the multiplication. If two numbers, no common factors are there in the denominator, then what we do? We just multiply them and do the cross multiplication. So here also we can write x minus 1 multiplied with 5 plus x minus of 2 multiplied with 1 divided by x minus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to 6 upon x. Now you solve this. 5x plus x, 6x minus 7. Then multiplication also sidewise I am doing cross multiplication. X minus 2 into x minus 1. Now you see 6 into x, 6x square minus of 7x is equal to, here 6 you will keep it as it is, x square. Then we are having minus x minus 2x minus 3x, then plus of 2. Correct? Now we can write 6x square minus 18x plus of 12, and this side 6x square minus 7x. Both the sides plus 6x square plus 6x square is there, we can cancel. Now bring the variable towards one side. I think all the calculations are correct. 5x minus 5, and then we have x minus 2, 5x plus x, 6x, and then 7. Then x will come this side, cross multiplication, x square, x, 2x, 3x, that means, and then plus 2, 6x square, 18, and then 12. Then x square cancelled. Here I am having 7. 18 minus 7 will be 11 only. So x is equal to this. Okay, this is correct. Now we will be moving on to our next question, question number 9, and then to now question number 9 says that find the value of a when x is given. Question number 9 subpart, I don't know, question number 9 only one part is there. X is equal to 1 by 3 given, then find the value of a when ax square plus a minus 1 into x plus 4 is equal to a. Find the value of a here. So what we will do? First we will put the value of x here, and then we will simplify. That's all. X value is given. If x is equal to this, find the value of a. So a 1 by 3 whole square plus a minus 1 into 1 by 3 plus 4 is equal to a. Now 1 by 9. So I can write a by 9, 3 square is 9, plus a minus 1 by 3 plus 4 by 1 is equal to a. 4 upon 1 we can write. Take the LCM. LCM will be 9. So it will be a plus 3 into a minus 1 plus 36 is equal to a. Now you open this bracket. A plus 3a minus 3 plus 36 is equal to 9a. I have done the cross multiplication plus opening the bracket same simultaneously. Now a plus 3a is 4a minus 33 is equal to plus 33 is equal to 9a. Correct? Now what we can do? 9a 4a minus 9a is equal to minus 33. Can I do? 4a, I told bring the constant towards this side. Numerical alphabets this side, variables this side. 4a minus 9a is equal to minus 33. So it will be minus 5a is equal to minus 33. A will be equal to minus 33 by, that means 33 by 5. So this is the value of a. Now question number 11. Question number 11 says that P is equal to 2x plus 5, correct? P is equal to 2x plus 5, Q is equal to 3x minus 1 by 3, and P is to Q is given 3 by 2. Find the value of x. P is to Q, it is given ratio form. Okay, P is to Q is equal to 3 is to 2. Now we will also write this in ratio form. We know how to write. P upon Q is equal to 2x. P upon Q is equal to 3 upon 2. This side it is given. Now substitute the value of P. It is 2x plus 5 whole divided by 3x minus 1 by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. Right hand side, left hand side. We have substituted the value of P, substituted the value of Q. Now this 3 will go up, so it will become 3. 2x plus 5 by 3x minus 1 is equal to 3 by 2. Now opening the bracket plus crosswise multiplication simultaneously we can do. So it will be 6x plus 15, then here 2 will come to this side. So 3 to the 6 plus 3 5 to 15 is equal to 3 into 3x minus 1. Now 6 2s are 12x plus 30 is equal to 9x minus of 3. Now 12x, 9x I will bring this side, then minus 3 and this will go that side, minus 30. So it is 3x is equal to minus 33. X will be equal to minus 33 by 3. X is equal to minus 11. And this is our answer. And I hope you all will be able to solve. You all will be able to complete this exercise 3A of linear equations and changing the subject of a formula. So with this I finished my exercise A. I hope you all will be able to finish. Thank you.